Okay, let's talk about the one formula that is going to completely change your results with AI chatbots like ChatGPT. If you start using this simple structure, you can stop getting those generic, kind of forgettable answers and start getting outputs that are genuinely useful and exactly what you were hoping for.
You know that feeling, right? You type a request into an AI, you hit enter, and what you get back is just meh, super bland. Or even worse, it's just completely missed the point. It's a really common frustration, and it makes you wonder how some people get these incredible results while the rest of us are getting duds.
Well, it turns out there's actually a reliable structure you can follow, a formula for success. And the real secret isn't just what you put into your prompt, it's the order you put it in. Because believe it or not all parts of a prompt are created equal.
So let's break it down. There are 6 key building blocks that make up this perfect prompt formula. Think of it as a mental checklist you can just run through every single time you want to get a high-quality response from an AI.
This hierarchy right here is key. At the very foundation, you've got the task. That's mandatory. Can't skip it. Without it, the AI has no idea what you want it to do. Then, moving up, you have context and exemplars, or examples. These are super important for getting a quality result. And then, at the very top, you've got the nice-to-haves, persona, format, and tone. These are what add that final layer of professional polish.
So let's start with the absolute essentials, the foundation of any good prompt. That's the task and the context. If you can just get these two right, you are already well on your way to getting a much better answer.
First up, the task. This is just the action you want the AI to perform. Now, here is the golden rule. Always start your instruction with a clear, strong action verb. Don't just describe a situation. Tell it to generate, analyze, write, or summarize. This immediately focuses the AI on your exact intent.
Next up is context, and this one is a bit of an art. You need to provide the background information that's essential for the task. The goal here isn't to write a novel, right? It's to give just enough detail to kind of constrain the AI's infinite possibilities and guide it toward the specific outcome you have in your head.
So how do you provide the right context? Well, it's pretty simple. Just ask yourself these 3 questions before you write. Number 1, what's the user's background? In this case, that means your background. Number 2, what does success look like here? What's the ideal outcome? And number 3, what's the environment or situation the AI really needs to understand?
All right, so once you've nailed your task and your context, you're going to be getting pretty good results. But to get truly great results, the kind that kind of feel like magic, you need to add the next piece of the puzzle, exemplars, or as we usually call them, examples.
This is such a perfect illustration of how powerful an exemplar can be. Instead of a vague request like rewrite this resume bullet, you provide a specific structure. Rewrite this using the structure, I accomplished X as measured by Y that resulted in Z. Bam! That forces the AI to deliver a much more impactful and well-formatted answer.
And here's a fantastic pro tip. You don't always have to write out a full example yourself. You can just reference well-known frameworks. For instance, if you ask an AI to answer an interview question using the STAR method, it knows exactly what to do. It gives it a clear, proven structure to follow without you having to spell the whole thing out.
Now let's get to the final 3 components that add that finishing polish. These are those nice-to-haves that can really refine an AI's output and make it perfectly tailored to exactly what you need.
First up is persona. This is where you tell the AI who it should be. The best way to think about this is to ask yourself, who is the one expert I wish I could talk to right now? It could be a physical therapist for a workout plan, an expert recruiter for resume advice, or a seasoned copywriter for marketing ideas.
And you can have some fun with it. This is my favorite example. When one user asked ChatGPT to write an email as Batman, the results were incredible. It even remembered to include things like, please let Alfred know, and signed off as the Dark Knight. It just shows that even a fictional persona can be a powerful creative constraint. Next is format. This is all about being super explicit about the final output structure. Before you even write the prompt, just try to visualize what you want the end result to look like. Is it a table, an email, a list of bullet points, maybe a block of code? Be specific. Don't make it guess. Take a look at this example of categorizing user feedback. Instead of just getting a messy wall of text back, asking for a table with columns for the feedback, the responsible team, and the priority level, well, that makes the information immediately organized, sortable, and ready to use.
Here's another fantastic formatting pro tip. If you're using an AI to proofread a document for you, just ask it to make all changes in bold.
This way, you can instantly see exactly what was edited, which saves you a ton of time and effort. And finally, we have tone. This is where you specify the feeling or the style of the response. Do you want it to be witty and casual, formal and serious, or maybe confident yet friendly? A single adjective here can dramatically change the entire character of the output.
Okay, so we've covered all 6 components. So what happens when you actually put them all together? Let's look at a case study and see the perfect prompt in action. Just look at the difference here. On the left, you've got a simple prompt. It's fine. It'll get you a simple, probably generic email. But on the right, we've used the full formula. We assigned a persona. We provided rich context. We gave a clear task and format. We included an exemplar for the structure, and we specified the tone. The output from this second prompt is going to be so much more detailed, useful, and professional. It's not even close. So the crucial point is this. The quality of your output is a direct reflection of the quality of your input. By giving the AI a better, more structured prompt using this 6-part formula, you are practically guaranteed to get a dramatically better result. It's that simple.
And that leaves us with a final, fascinating question to think about. As these AI models become more and more capable, are we entering an era where the skill of prompt engineering, of asking the perfect question, actually becomes more valuable than knowing the answer yourself? It's definitely something to chew on.